Friends, welcome back to the Brave New Wear Show. My name's Christian. About a year ago, last summer, I made a review of the Patagonia 5-inch baggies. And overall, I thought the shorts were a pretty good deal. They're an extremely popular option. You'll see a lot of people in New York and probably in LA wearing these shorts this summer because they're both kind of the right length and they look kind of cool. For my personal taste, the Patagonia baggies aren't necessarily 100% perfect. They are slightly on the more expensive side. Enter the Columbia Backcast III, a water short that goes for only $30 on Amazon. That's about half the price of the Patagonia baggies. Columbia, Patagonia's natural enemy and competitor, is making a more affordable short for half the price and basically the same style and quality. So that's what we're gonna explore today. Which company provides the summer short? Also guys, if you are thinking about picking up the Columbia shorts at the end of this video, please consider using the affiliate link down below. It'll cost you nothing, but it helps me out. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe. There's a lot more content just like this. If you like the video, please leave a like. It gets more people to see the video. And I strongly encourage you to consider donating to the Patreon if you never want this kind of content to ever disappear. But without further ado, let's get into the review. Okay, let me quickly go over some of the similarities. So both the Patagonia baggies and the Columbia Backcast are a short, kind of multi-purpose, rough wearing summer short made out of a nylon material that has the same kind of like dry, sturdy feeling. They both feel very similar. The Columbia's is just made out of a nylon. Specifically, the Patagonia's is made out of recycled nylon. They both have two front pockets and then a pocket in the back with a closure. They both have elastic waist and they both have kind of the net. So if you wanted, you can wear these as like just an everyday summer short, or you could just wear this as a bathing suit because this dries really quickly. But unlike a lot of bathing suits, these shorts are resistant. You can wear this if you're like kayaking or hiking or whatever. The Columbia shorts are advertised as a 6-inch compared to the Patagonia as being a 5-inch. And the difference isn't really significant to me. Like you can see the side by side. It kind of feels about the same length. It fits really similar. It's kind of like the same easy breezy length. The Columbia Backcast does have a zipper in the back compared to the Patagonia, which has a snap button. I do prefer the zipper. Also, look at that. Hold on, let me let it focus. Professional fishing gear. I think the net situation is just better and more reasonable. It just works better in the baggies compared to the Backcast. The Backcast does have this additional pocket, which I assume is for some kind of, I don't know, you're not gonna stick your fishing pole in there, but I assume it has a fishing purpose. The Patagonia has the signature little patch on the leg, whereas the Columbia, it says something like, what is that, Omni something, Omniflex? Omni Shade. They advertise this will protect your legs from the sun. I should hope. You know, they say it's like 50 SPF. I mean, when I'm wearing clothes, isn't that protecting me from the sun? I don't know. So in terms of style, they're really, really similar. The only major difference between the Columbia and the Patagonia options is the Patagonia does have the little icon on the bottom of the leg. And I don't know, if you just showed me both of them and you said they're both the same price, just pick whichever one you think is aesthetically more interesting. I would pick the Patagonia one just because I do like their little logo. In terms of coloring, they both come in kind of a wide array of both bright and kind of neutral colors. It's like they both kind of have the same palettes, really, because there's a lot of like sun-washed like reds and blues. There's kind of more preppy options, and there's a lot of like really neutral options for both. What I will say about the Columbia though, is that there are just a lot more colors and sizes available online. Ched is trying so desperately. He's been rubbing against the camera. He's been rubbing up against me. He will not leave me alone because I'm filming this outside and he thinks like somehow I'm playing with him. The difference I would point out is that there are a lot more sizes and colors available right now for the Columbia Backcast than there are the Baggies. The Baggies always sell out for whatever reason, but if you go on Amazon right now, you can still find a lot of these in multiple colors in sizes medium and small, which the Baggies almost are never. The Baggies almost never have like smalls or mediums. They almost always sell out. And, I mean, you go on Amazon right now, there are some of these on sale for like $12. That is an incredible deal. So why is the Patagonia Baggies so much more expensive? Like a lot of things in fashion, I think it comes down to the brand. I mean, both are well-known hiking outdoors brands, but if you take a look at Columbia, it really is just selling itself as this is outdoors clothes, this is made for performance, and you know, you'll like it. But Patagonia, there is clearly a difference. The website is cleaner, the fonts are nicer, and the initiatives that they take for environmentalism and activism is it's much more prominent. Patagonia wants you to think that they are woke, and clearly they are advertising more towards millennials and Zoomers. I understand if you are compelled to buy the Patagonia Baggies because Patagonia seems to take a lot more time and energy to ensure that they are sustainable and using like ethical practices. However, if you do a little digging, you will see that Columbia does seem to do similar initiatives. Columbia does seem to put time and energy towards sustainability as well. Does Patagonia do more? I really have no idea. Patagonia might just advertise that more. I really am not sure. And I've said this before, I'll say it again. Guys, all corporations are evil. Their objective is to make as money as possible. Like, even if good people are behind them, even if the message is good, both Patagonia and Columbia are just gonna try to manipulate you in any way to do so. With that in mind, I do think that making ethical or sustainable purchasing decisions is important. I just like looking at it right now, I couldn't tell you that the Baggies are significantly more sustainable than the Columbia shorts. Other than the fact they are made out of recycled nylon, so that is good. So at the end of the day, which ones should you pick? To be honest with you, if you are just looking for a short that is practical, comfortable, this fit and this material, I think you probably, just as a consumer, will be better off with the Columbia option. And remember, if you want to pick them up, use the link below. It helps me out. It'll cost you nothing. Amazon shipped these for me very quickly, so check it out, and there are a lot more colors still available. However, the Baggies, I am not disappointed in. I think that they were reasonably priced. $55, $60 is about what this is worth, because these shorts are well made, they are durable, they're kind of classic, they're great fit, and these are like a perfect summer short. So I'm not disappointed in buying these. And frankly, even if the price was maybe, if I could get them for like $5 more or $10 more, I think I would pick the Baggies again over the Columbia, just because I do like this little guy, this little emblem, and because Patagonia, whether, I guess even if it's just like branding or marketing, they've got a cooler brand than Columbia. It's just kind of a little bit cooler. But I mean, if at the end of the day, if you can pick these up, like if you get the $12 ones that are on Amazon right now, that is an awesome deal. I really can't discern a big quality difference between these two. I think this is just slightly a little more luxury, but not by a lot. So friends, that's the video. Let me know in the comments down below. Do you think you're gonna pick up the Baggies or the Columbia version? And if you are thinking about picking up the Columbia, please use the links in the description down below. It helps out the channel. But let me know what you guys think, if you're even wearing shorts this summer. I bet you will be. And I will catch you in the next video.